Do the words lead generation make you instantly cringe? By the end of this video, that term will be like music to your ears. If you've ever wondered, how do I generate leads for my business? This video will answer that for you. Here's the truth. Most entrepreneurs put way too much focus on one specific aspect of lead generation. I'll tell you what that is in just a moment. And while you're here, I also want to let you in on two of my organic strategies for lead generation that are going to change the way that you think about your business. And I am not exaggerating. You guys need to know this. And lastly, what do you think is hands down the best platform for lead generation? I'll give you a hint. Most creators on it are using it wrong. So stick around to the end of this video to find out what it is and how you can use it the right way. Most entrepreneurs put too much focus on this one aspect of their lead generation. You know what it is? Businesses tend to focus too much on paid advertising. Since if you have the budget, this is a great way to specifically target your audience and put them in front of your content. But don't discount the power of organic content for not just lead generation, but also lead nurturing and lead conversion. Having a budget is important, but you can get so much further and have longevity with an organic strategy. One of the things I talk about a lot is owning attention versus renting attention. If you want to stay at the top of that timeline, let's say if you do like a Facebook Live or something, how long do Facebook Lives last? Maybe a day, maybe two, sometimes maybe hours, unless you put some ad spend into it to have it keep showing up as a sponsored post on people's timelines. That way you're renting attention because you're paying for it to keep showing up. However, you could be creating content that you get to own that will continuously show up. How do you do that? Well, it's through YouTube. You landed on this video here today. Did you happen to type something into Google or YouTube and find this video? Well, that's because I'm utilizing YouTube as the search engine that it is, meaning that I can own that attention. I've created this organic content that shows up in the search engine, and I haven't even put any ad spend into it. And this works for any business, any niche, and you can have videos that you make today that still show up years from now. If you go into Google or YouTube and you type in how to use Canva, my video from 2016 still shows up at the top of organic search. So think about that when you're creating content. What kind of content can you create that's going to bring you compounding returns? Just like investing in real estate, this is real estate on the internet of attention that's going to keep bringing you more organic clients over time. Now, again, I'm not discounting or telling you not to do paid ads, but this is a way for you to constantly have another revenue stream, another attention stream that's going to be bringing you consistent results. So now that you've heard that, I'd love to hear, what are you doing as far as organic content? Are you doing a podcast? Do you have a YouTube channel? Maybe you're big on Instagram. Let me know and feel free to link that in the comments below so we can all go support each other and maybe get ideas and inspiration from each other. Now, there are two organic strategies for lead generation that you need that most businesses aren't focusing enough on. The first one is your cash flow systems, which is a monetization system in the form of front end to high ticket sales. So this could be your offers, your launches, your resources, all of the offers that make your cash flow dreams come true. This could be challenges, live launches, virtual events that will set you up inside your business to not just generate leads, but can potentially ascend them from hello to high ticket. And again, this can be completely on autopilot. You can create a challenge once and optimize, rinse, and repeat forever. Imagine having a challenge that you launch every single month, that people who take full advantage of this cash flow system are creating offers and evergreen cash flow systems that can stand to make 6, 7, or even 8 figures of cash flow. But how do you fill those cash flow systems? Well, that's part number 2, which is your content machine, aka your evergreen lead generation strategy, which includes your YouTube videos and everything else that you publish online. Now, like I mentioned before, more specifically, your YouTube channel, you can make a video that answers maybe a frequently asked question from your audience and still be ranking years later for that search term. People can find your video organically through search, they watch your video, your audience starts becoming warmer to your message, and maybe they might click on your lead magnet or your freebie that you put in the description and then ascend in your value ladder without you even lifting a finger. Let's compare that to paid ads where you have to keep putting money into that machine, or you make a video once that continuously brings you returns for months, even years to come. Now, Now, before we get into how most content creators are focusing on the wrong revenue stream, so you can focus on the right one, I noticed you haven't subscribed yet. I'm just wondering, should I take this personally? Just kidding. But if you want more business acceleration tips, content marketing knowledge, and more, I would love to have you join this community. Go ahead, hit that red subscribe button, and be notified every time I upload. I want to dive deeper into why YouTube is the best organic platform for lead generation and how most creators are doing it wrong. Most creators rely too heavily on ad revenue. Now, YouTube isn't just a platform, it's a search engine, and when used correctly, it can be an evergreen lead generation machine for your business. Most video creators rely too heavily on that ad revenue, meaning that YouTube is paying them a few pennies or dollars for however many thousands of people watch their videos. But they don't realize that they can use YouTube to ascend viewers in their value ladder by creating lead magnets or freebies with more value relevant to their videos and then linking or drawing attention to them in their videos or video descriptions. So this is why you shouldn't underestimate the power of low ticket offers and resources to generate leads. You can have lead magnets, webinars, video series to give your audience insight into your business that warms them up into potentially wanting to invest. Your videos, your free content, the freebies are helping them to invest emotionally so that they know, like, and trust you so that they can then invest financially. For example, we have people that come to our YouTube channel all the time, and we have things like you can join our challenge, you can join our Facebook group, you can get access to a free video series. And often people will come into that, take a look around. It's like we're dating our audience before we go in for the proposal. We don't want to ask them for money or ask them to invest in something before they really know what they're getting themselves into. So we have clients that they'll scout out our programs, see what we're all about before investing at a higher level. So think about that for yourself. Anything that you're creating as free content is actually a sales message. So for example, a challenge offer doesn't just teach your audience something and you're dripping out content over 5 or 14 or 21 days. It's indoctrinating your audience and warming them up and getting them in the habit of consuming your content so they can then make that purchase decision when they know, like, and trust you. I'll give you an example of this. Let's say you have a 21-day challenge. I love 21-day challenges for a very specific reason. How long does it take to install a habit? Some say 21 days. Now, your audience can come into this challenge and you're giving them this value, you're teaching them these new skills, which become habits, but they also get into the habit of consuming your content and being part of your community. Now, over these 21 days, like I mentioned, it isn't a content drip. You're not just like, here's some information, here's some information, here's some information. You're also helping them to overcome limiting beliefs. You're telling them stories that instill this new belief in themselves that they can achieve what it is that you're showing them, that you're giving them this new opportunity, an opportunity switch, showing them that their dreams, what they never thought was possible, is with the system that you're showing them. Now, over these 21 days, you're indoctrinating them, you're giving them this sales message that then by the end of the 21 days, it almost feels like, have you ever been on a vacation that as you get close to the end of it, you start to get that anxiety of like, oh, I gotta go back to the real world now. Close to the end of that 21-day challenge, people start to get anxious that they don't want this to end. They want to keep that momentum. It's like they're already asking you, what's the next step? Which then becomes the perfect timing to be able to pitch them something else so they can ascend in your value ladder even further. Whether that's purchasing a $100 program or a $1,000 program, or even going all the way up to your high ticket $10,000 program. This is a great front-end offer to generate, nurture, and convert leads all the way to high ticket. So I want you to think about that for your business. What is your expertise that you could be making videos on to fuel your content machine? These can be videos that show up organically in YouTube, but then lead into your cash flow systems. Maybe that's lead magnets, maybe you have a front-end challenge, maybe you have a live launch or a video series that at the end of your video, after you've given them that value and you've had them fall in love with your charismatic personality, you can say, hey, click the link below for this free thing. That way they can come into your system, be indoctrinated, learn more about you and your business, build the relationship with you, and then potentially be ready to make a purchase decision and jump into your higher ticket offers. And I actually want to show you the step-by-step process of building 3 unique offers in your business that will pave the way for infinite cash flow and help you to effortlessly ascend your audience from hello to high ticket. If you're ready to jump on the fastest path to cash, you can join my next free private training where I'm going to break it all down for you and show you the done-for-you systems that can teach you exactly how to do this. So you can go to hellotohighticket.com, or I've linked that in the description below. I'll see you there.